What's up, everybody? This video is going to be a quick one. We're going to talk about the trade that I spoke about in my other social media platform and why it is that we took that trade. It's going to be on gold and GBP USD. So first of all, let's look into it. First of all, we had this zone right here, which we can see this is a clear supply zone up here. So we can come and label this a supply zone. So it is clear supply zone. And two things stand out to this supply zone. First thing is you had the last push up on this candle right here. You can see this green candle right here. This was in the hourly chart. Last push up, and then we had a strong bearish candle come in. So we attempted to come break again, two times, and you can see all these closes right here is very close enough. And again, we had a clear bearish reaction. Push up again, clear bearish reaction. So I was looking for this area to see how it is that we can spot. Of course, we do not enter the trade on touches. Never enter your trade on a touch. You need confirmation. So how did I get these confirmations to enter for a short position in this area? Of course, I'll never tell you guys that I'm taking the trade short and then I'm going all the way down here to take profit. Usually my profits would be depending on my risk reward ratio, but also going back into zones. So first things first is we looked at this zone right here, and we looked at the 1 hour. So as we were coming up here, I know this is news, but news does play effect as far as how market makers and smart money will not manipulate but try to gain liquidity to go into an opposite direction that they need to go. So you can see clearly above this, this, and this, there's going to be stop losses. And I'm sure that a lot of people had stop losses above these, so it's time to tap them out. So this is what market makers did. They pushed the price up, and then we can come to the 5-minute to get a better, clear indication as to why it is that you want to take this trade. First of all, before I do that, on the 1 hour, you want to see high volume. So I said there was high volume right here. You can see the down right here. This is high amount of volume clearly than any of the other previous 2 days. And this is going to be more of a quick trade that you would want to take. So let's go back to the 5-minute again. We can see as soon as we got up to this price, we got to the mid of this supply zone. You can see this is about the mid level of the supply zone with clear amount of high volume that pushed the price up. Kept on pushing price up, another high volume bar. You can see them both right here. And then we had the no demand that formed right there on that candle. So let's delete this so you guys can see it clearly. And you can see this candle right here. Confirmation to enter was beyond this candle right here because we had a close below this no demand. So we enter the trade. Stop loss above here would be, or above here for more of a riskier trade, I would say, but still valid on both sides. So we enter the trade, and you can see we had our targets is going to be this zone right here, and then secondly this zone right here. So first target would be here, all this. It hit this, came back up, attempted retest of this area, and we came back down. So another thing is that you want to look at is once you get a no demand and then you have a push down right there like that, and then a retest push up to that no demand confirmation, you are in a clear sign that this is going to be a good confirmational bias to enter on a short position for a no demand. And you can see this happened nice and smoothly down. You could have kept on putting your stop loss above, as soon as we broke this above here. You come up, you see this again, we break above here, but I'd rather take profit as I did over here and then continue down, take profit in this area for a second out of the position, and that's it. As far as GBP USD goes, you can see something like this. Where is it at? Right here. Let's go to the 1 hour and see what it is that why we took a position here. This is a little bit different than a demand or supply zone. So this is more of an institutional candle zone, and this is how we can spot these out. So we're gonna go to the 4 hour. As soon as you get prices like this, something break of all this structure right here, there's still money to be made into the opposite direction. We have now a, you can say if you were looking at the chart like this is a downtrend. So I don't base my trades off of trends. I base my trade off of institutional candles and off of zones. So off of this institutional candle, this is what I was looking for. As soon as we broke all of this area, I was watching the trade, never entered any of these right here until we started to get to this level, because of the fact that this is already a zone that got hit for an institutional candle and reacted to the upside. Came back again and reacted. So attempted to react, faked people out to buy here, and we came back down. So now the second place that you want to look for, in the higher time frame. So on a 4 hour chart, you want to look where was the last attempt before we had this huge uptrend. Where was the last attempt at a fake push down? That's what you call them so you can understand them better. Fake push down or fake push up. So this is the fake push down right here, and then reaction up. So we draw out, I'm not going to draw it out for you guys, but this is how you draw it out. You draw it out a zone from the high of that candle to the low of the candle, and this is your gap. This is your basically gap that needs to be filled. This gap needed to be filled because of the fact that you had a lot of people that came and started to sell in this position. So whoever sold in this position got knocked out as soon as it broke above here, and then whoever bought in this position had stop loss below here. So two things could have happened. It could come down and take out stops, or it can come out to the middle of this range. What it did was it came, took out stops ever so slightly, pushed back up. This is the 4 hour, okay, with a good decent amount of volume, and then we ranged over here in consolidation for a little bit, and this is when I entered the trade. How do we enter this trade? We can see on the 1 hour, you can see it right here. This is high amount of volume that came in at 4 a.m. So 4 a.m. 22:02. We look back at 4 a.m. right here. This is a decent amount of volume also that came in at this exact same level. This reactional candle right here is a lot of retail traders are going to be looking to buy here. So you got to go in with how you think the market's going to react to this. I got into this trade just because the stop loss was so tight. So when we come at the 5 minute, this is more of a little bit more of an advanced trade than anybody would like to get into, because of the fact that we already broke these lows. But the reason that I got into the trade is because of the fact that we had a high amount of volume that kept on coming in, and I ended up waking up around this time and seeing this no demand, no supply right here, and then we had a retest of that no supply again right here. So we had high volume kicking in to the downside, you can see kicking in every time we broke below, and then we had push-ups, and then we had a no supply right there, confirmation. This is way too early in the morning. It's 4 a.m. I don't wake up that early, but around 5 a.m. woke up, seen this, enter the trade. You can see it right here, retest, no supply, enter the trade on confirmation right there, and you go. So your targets on something like that would be like in this area right here. This is where exactly I targeted. I got out of the position completely just because we're in such a big downtrend. It was a tight stop loss. I had a stop loss right here, right below this, and that's about a 1 to 3, 1 to 4 stop loss. And that's pretty much a quick update of why it is that I took those two trades. If you guys like this video, please share, comment below, and I'll make more videos, and subscribe, and peace out.